Hey guys, this is the zgrills 6002B grill 1 year after purchase. This is 1 year in the wild. Let's take a look real close at what this thing looks like, how I'm going to clean it up, and we're going to cook 4 steaks on this thing. As we peer into the belly of the beast, see this guy pops right out. No problem. This grating looks nice and pretty from the last time I used it, so let's clean this puppy. Now I highly suggest using these to clean with. They don't break off the bristles and get in your meat and stuff like that. You got a scraper on one side. I'll leave a link down to the YouTube description of this. Anything else I mentioned, and also just to note, I have another video about this that goes into way more detail than what I'm going to go into. So I'll leave a link in the YouTube description to the original video of this, which breaks down a lot of the specs and stuff that I won't be doing today. Normally what I do is put some aluminum foil here. I don't guess you have to. I do. So let's just pull this guy out. That looks pretty rough, so I'm going to put a new aluminum sheet on that guy. And now as we look in there, it's pretty dusty. It's pretty dirty, right? Let's take a closer look. Say this is a year after usage, right? So not too terrible. I haven't been mistreating this. It's been covered in a covered patio on top of being covered. There's the grease drain right here, not terribly. It's got its own little channel, its own little path right there. Over here, this comes apart. We're fixing to clean all this up, and what I use to clean with is this little vacuum by Works. Takes a 20-volt battery on the back. I highly suggest this guy. I'll leave a link to it as well. So let's do some cleaning. Now we got a fresh coat of aluminum foil on there. Let's put the grating back. And a little FYI, I normally pull this guy out just about every time I use it. There's the pellet bay there. That holds a good chunk. Like I said, all the specs will be in the YouTube description for the 6002B. Here is the dials. They're still holding up fine. The electronics on this thing's still going good. So is the motor. The auger, it turns, heats it up by the temperature controls there. It's pretty close. It's close enough to be able to do anything I need to. What, 5 degrees, 3, 4, 5 degrees off sometimes. But no big deal with these things. I kind of anticipate a little bit of offness, so I kind of gauge for that. We're going to crank this baby on up. And that really shouldn't take too terribly long and cook this steak. And here it is getting up to temperature, and the smoke just pours out of this thing and does a fantastic job. I've been overall impressed by this. I mean, look at it billowing out. Just make sure to keep it clean. For the price that this thing costs, I haven't had an issue in a year. So as we get this up to temp, it's blazing pretty good. It's a hot inferno in there, and what we're going to do is we removed the plate that's in there, and usually you would get a cast iron grate to sear on, but we're just going to do it on the rack that exists, and this is what it looks like. Look at that flame blowing out. We're going to get this a little hot. We're going to sear them on top of that, and then we'll dial it down and just smoke it out, you know. And I've had it up to 450 before, but right now it's at 420. We're going to pop this guy up, and it's blazing. We're going to sear these for 2 minutes each side real quick. And now we're going to do the other side real quick for 2 minutes. Ideally, you would want to do that cast iron grates on there because that can get 600-700 degrees, even running 450 on this grill. You know, hey, we're going to do it this way like you had nothing but the Z-grill to do it with and see how this can work. Also, reverse searing is a possibility with this as well. You can smoke it for a while up to 110 degrees or so, and then put your cast iron grate, fire it up, put the steaks back on there, and then sear it there at the end. So reverse searing or traditional searing is possible. All right, and flip it one more time. I'm going to swap these around here. Two more minutes. Now what I'm going to do is something pretty neat. I'm just going to take it, slide it out of the way, and then finish cooking this. You want to know, can this thing get up to 450? It's climbing as we speak. Just a little side note. It can. Alright, so I'm losing a little bit of light out here, so we're going to go ahead and take these puppies off and try to just take a looky, see what they look like. Let me slice. Hopefully you can see that. It's got some blood in it, super tender. It's kind of medium well. I was hoping for medium, so me playing around with it might have pushed it over the limit, but man, that thing is super duper tender, and I think it worked out exactly how I anticipated. Now this is without the cast iron grate, so if you have the cast iron grate, you'll have a sear line a little bit better in there, but I'm pleased. So this is how I cook steaks on the Z-grills pellet grill. They turn out great. You can do it. You can also get 2 full-size chickens side by side, brisket, all that good stuff in there that I get questions about. It's doable, so I highly recommend picking one up for the price if you want to experiment with a pellet grill, or maybe have something to accompany your gas grill. My wife is making faces through the window at me. But make sure to explode on that subscribe button and ding that bell so you get notified on the next Z-grills video that I do, because I think I want to do another one, maybe with 2 beer chickens. I've got this thing that 2 chickens can sit on top of. I may do that, and I do want to smoke a butt, and I probably might do a turkey this Thanksgiving. We get a turkey from my work, so that might be another good video. So I think I want to do a couple more videos on this because I think it's a very consumer friendly purchase, and I'm probably going to at some point invest in a cast iron grate. I think I have one somewhere, but I'll just get lazy and just do steaks like this. It's just as good. So see ya. There's kids everywhere. See you later.